Welcome. You have somehow stumbled into the void, the psychedelic void that is the Aging Hippies conspiracy channel. And a lot of you are wondering just what the conspiracy is. I mean, I'm not talking about weird conspiracy theories or who killed JFK or that doesn't matter to me. The conspiracy is to make everybody groovy again, to feel the energy of peace and love coming through this ridiculous screen that you're watching, that we all are addicted to, and seeing people walk around with the screen in front of them, barely noticing the world as it goes on around them, instead of reaching out, instead of talking to one another, smiling, being kind. Being kind is the most revolutionary act of all time, because it's the only force capable of fighting the overwhelming evil and corruption that we are faced with these days. How does it work? No one is sure for sure. No one really knows for sure. But it does work, and I've seen it work in my own life. People whom I had very little respect for, I reached out, and after a few punches in the nose, they came around. So there you go. Oh, I had my usual share of comments, and I'm having a lot of fun with the comment section because it really is 90% nice, positive thoughts and spreading the energy of peace and love. But then you get the odd one that's a little strange, and you just have to respond with love. Because my last video, Make America Groovy Again, somebody had posted, my AR is groovy. So I said, yes, acoustic research speakers are excellent. And I don't think I heard back from them. Somebody else thought that was amusing, so I said, no, it actually stands for anal retentive. So anybody bragging about having an AR, we just need to change the words around to anal retentive. It's amazing. It's more effective than sticking flowers in gun barrels. Although that makes for a good picture too, if you don't get blown away first. But this is the world that we find ourselves in. And this is why the Aging Hippies conspiracy channel exists. Because I'm filling a void. And if you're part of that void, welcome to the void. And the void is nothing to be feared. The void is afraid of you more than it's afraid of me or anybody. The void is just neutral. So don't worry about being in the void with the Aging Hippie, because we're all voidoids when it comes right down to it, aren't we? Many of us have grown cynical over the years. Hell, I've grown cynical. I've always been kind of an optimist, but no, I haven't. I've seen what happens to organic movements in the past. I've seen how they are co-opted, how they are destroyed from within. Look at Occupy. Look at the original hippie movement. It seems to me that there's always vulnerabilities anytime you reach out in love and try and make the world a better place. Because there are so many people who are actively working to make it worse. And somehow, some way, we will take their power away from them. Now, this can't be done with weapons. It might be done with flowers next time. And to make people realize the beauty of what we have here on this planet Earth, and how we're using it as a toilet, and how we're abusing the nature that abounds, of how we're abusing the animals that are a gift to humanity. Factory farming, which adds tons of methane, and of course one cannot use violence in any form, violence against animals, without that infecting the entire culture. But if everybody were kind and looked to their better angels to make this planet livable, at least, to make it more equitable, it seems like an impossible task. And sure, it probably, in all likelihood, is impossible. But in the meantime, we do not have to participate. One does not have to participate in evil. One chooses to participate in that evil. And there are a myriad of reasons for this. One of the biggest is a lack of love, of being shown a lack of love, perhaps as a child, not being wanted. And this can lead to two things. It can lead to a sense of compassion, a sense of caring for the planet and all the beings on it, a sense of saying, well, I do not want what's been perpetrated on me to be perpetrated on anybody else. It ends here. Or you can allow your heart to become frozen and poisoned with hatred and resentment. The choice is really up to everybody. And it's always been like that. Now, I'm having fun with this channel and saying bring the hippie movement back, and yeah, that would be great. I would love to see the culture become a little kinder. If you light a candle rather than curse the darkness, perhaps enough of us can lift up that candle and illuminate who we are and why we are here. But without love, we can't do that. As long as we're mired in hatred and inventing new ways and more efficient ways to kill and maim, destroy, if instead of doing that, we could put all that energy and money, scientific research, into solving the very real and disastrous problems this planet is facing. But we can't do that. Why? Men's hearts are evil. And some women too, less so. However, we can at least light our candle, a little candle, on the internet, where we can feel a certain connection, a certain love, a certain camaraderie, and put some positive energy out into the universe instead of more hatred, chaos, destruction. Perhaps we could find a better way. Perhaps the most important lesson that I have learned in all my years of cynicism on YouTube is that cursing the darkness never works. It will leave you in the dark. Light a candle for peace, and let's all hold our candles high. Maybe we can make a small difference in the world. peace, love, understanding, these cannot be cliches anymore. They are indeed our choice of hell on earth as a future, or a decent, reasonable life for all. Choice is up to each one of us. I know which way you're going.